Hello, how are you? Welcome to MotoCard, an important video. Can you imagine being able to install a dash cam directly on your motorcycle, or even better too, and also measure the pressure of the tires? And thanks to a touchscreen, you could also have a connection center on your motorcycle no matter what model it is. This and much more is what the Midland Bikeplay Guardian offers. A device, a really interesting communication center with cameras that we have analyzed on MotoCard. What is this touchscreen like? What features does it have? We tell you in this video. So, what is the Midland Bikeplay Guardian? Basically, it is an electronic device for your motorcycle composed of a 5-inch touchscreen, 2 cameras, pay attention, 1 front camera and 1 rear camera that you can use as a dash cam. Additionally, it also includes caps that serve to measure tire pressure. We are talking about a device with many features, all of which we believe are really interesting and that we analyze in this video. But first, how is its installation? Because if you've really come to this video, then you're probably interested. The installation of this Midland may seem complex at first, initially because there are so many cables, and when you open the box there are many tools, but the installation is simpler than you think. It consists of a monitor with 2 cameras, 2 caps for the wheels. The monitor has a mount on the back with 4 screws, and 1 clamp that goes directly to the motorcycle handlebar. There are different sizes, this is important, which is why it comes with several pads so you can adjust it to the size of your handlebar. Once the monitor is in place, 3 cables come out of this monitor that are already marked to avoid confusion. One is for power, which we can plug directly into the motorcycle's battery. If we also have a USB port, that will work as well. And it should be noted that we have 2 types of connections to choose from, which is important. If you already have a USB port on your motorcycle, it will be much easier, and the other 2 cables are marked as front for the front camera and rear for the rear camera. There isn't much difficulty in this regard either. Speaking of which, regarding the cameras, they are mounted with stickers similar to GoPro, which you are probably familiar with, and you attach them to your motorcycle. The installation, of course, depends on the type of motorcycle. It's important to note that the white dot on the cameras should be facing upwards for the image to display correctly. Otherwise, you will see the footage upside down. And the wiring system will depend on what type of motorcycle you have, because 1000, in some cases, it varies by neighborhood. You will need to remove the plastics and it will be a bit more difficult. Once we have all the wiring ready, family, we will be, as I say, definitely ready to use the mid-lane. But well, here comes another question. How precisely does it work once I have it installed? In fact, you'll see that it turns on automatically without any manual intervention. We turn it on. It doesn't have a power button. But what exactly are the functions of this Midland Bikeplay Guardian? Well, the main function is to have a communication center on your motorcycle, like a CarPlay or an Android Auto for your bike. And through the Bluetooth connection with our smartphone, we can have the option of mirroring your phone and connecting the Midland Bikeplay Guardian to your motorcycle intercom, which is also important to listen to, for example, GPS directions. And if we already have the intercom linked to the mobile, you won't need to do anything. It configures itself automatically. This is a really interesting point. On the other hand, there is the function of the cameras, which we can use either as a dash cam or for our trips if you want. With the cameras, we have several viewing formats, just so you know, and we can also view both cameras at the same time, having one image superimposed in the background in quotes and another in the background that occupies the entire screen. Or if we prefer, we can also display only the front camera or only the rear camera, depending on your preference. The 2 cameras are also important, have a maximum recording resolution of QFHD, that is 3840 x 2160, and they have an anti-vibration algorithm that works relatively well. Once we have the cameras installed, the screen offers multiple resolution settings, the option to enable or disable the watermark with the date to see the day and time the images were recorded, the recording loop time, and several other options. You'll see this as you go along, check it out. However, keep in mind that the Midland Bikeplay Guardian needs a formatted microSD card, which is not included with the system. Lastly, we couldn't forget another important option, as I mentioned, but which is very useful, the tire pressure control system of this device. It's something that is not usually common. It measures both height and speed as well as tire pressure, and its installation is really very easy and simple. As we install it just like a conventional cap, this is quite straightforward. Why? Once installed, it will show us the status of each tire and can send a message when the tire pressure is low for either of the 2 tires. As I mentioned, this is a very interesting feature, especially for your safety. Well, at this point in the video, let's do a little summary of what we've seen. This Midland Bikeplay Guardian device is really very useful with multiple functions, all of which are very interesting due to both the quality of the materials and its ease of use. It is undoubtedly an ideal option to ensure, as I said, your safety on a motorcycle. Keep in mind that once installed, you cannot remove either the screen or the cameras, which is something to consider if you leave your motorcycle on the street. If it stays in a garage, you won't have any problems. Even so, as I said, it is a really interesting device that allows you to have a communication center on your motorcycle. I don't know if you would buy it or not, Opinions vary. You can also comment whatever you want down below in the comment section. We believe it is truly a very interesting device. I also remind you that I have left a link in the first comment with the updated price and availability of this interesting Midland Bikeplay Guardian, in case you want to take a look. And if you enjoyed this video and we have been helpful, which is the goal, it wouldn't hurt to leave us a good like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that the motorcycle community of Motorcar keeps growing day by day. See you next time.